What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am here with Nobody Puts BB in the corner for another Married at First Sight. But I may have a baby on the way. Recap, review, and
Honey.
possible rant.
Definitely got a baby on the way.
Yes, girl, I'm really excited
Mm.
about today's y'all. Today we about to get arranged to She Who Shall Not Be Named because she got a channel coming up. And one of these days she's gonna do a video for y'all, but we're not gonna talk about that.
First of all, I've
But
already recorded it. It is now being edited. I went ahead
yeah,
and recorded it. Okay.
and so I'm gonna let her take the lead today, so that we can really get through and talk about and get her used to. Because maybe we'll start doing these over her channel, so she gets some subscribers, but then also y'all can get some content. So what's going on? Hey everybody, hey, what's going on? Y'all looking so good, busy. You are so much with that. Without wait, you are so much cuter without Chris. You think so?
Crusty and cringy.
You think so? Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I'm still trying to get used to the green screen. Um, when I put this up, BB was like, "And why do we need him behind you?" Exactly.
Because I don't like it.
Exactly.
I don't like it.
Exactly. Yo, I'm really excited about having the green screen and everything that's going on. So, BB, how's your day?
You know what? Today was great. This
Mm-hmm.
week has been like light at work, and I exercised today. I did a stretch. I did an ab class and I did a spin class. You know, this never happens for me. I'm always
Yes.
working. Oh, it was great. It was great. How was your day? Oh, and I went out and ran some errands. I'm not going to talk about exactly where I went because my husband is definitely listening from the kitchen. But
First of all, me and BB talked
mm,
already, so she know my day was. She trying to do what they did to Paige and Christopher at that sit down at the end of the episode. Oh, our relationship is going amazing. So what's going on with y'all? Uh,
I wasn't going to bring that up.
we're not gonna talk about
Besides that,
my day was
besides that,
actually very, 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 very good. It was a very, very, very busy day.
hmm
But I had worked so hard on everything that we were doing that I was excited about today. When you at work and you like, oh, I got my presentation on SAG, okay, handouts, worksheets,
ready.
everything. Like
Well,
I'm
come on,
ready.
handouts and worksheets ready. They correlated. They got the paper clip on them. Okay, and a post-it note.
It
Okay,
was such a good
ready.
day. It was such a good day. Like
Okay.
until like the later end of it. Oh, smoothly,
Yes, gathering the
smoothly.
people right on up. Yes.
Oh, very much so. Single file,
Mhm.
alphabetical order. You know what? Let's
Okay.
do them by height. Actually,
We
alphabetical
love it.
and then by height. Okay, that's how much
Okay.
I had them lined up.
Lined up.
So I was really
You a
excited about it.
professional. You're a
I do
professional.
what I can.
Okay. All
I
right
do what
then.
I can. So let's get
Okay.
into the episode. So BB is going to be leading and running us through. Y'all know how I normally do it, but I'm gonna have her whichever way she want to do it, how she want to do it, girl. This your world. We're just living in it.
Oh, I've heard that before. We usually save these guys for last. But I'm thinking, I mean, we're all thinking about it. No, we're okay. No, we're gonna leave them. We're gonna leave them. We're gonna leave
All right.
them. You know where I'd like to start tonight is with Virginia and Eric because they were pretty interesting this week.
Okay.
Now, first of all, they've got a lot of commentary about other people and other people's marriages.
Mm-hmm.
For someone who's been married for 3 days, you really seem like you think you got it all together.
He an expert. He is an expert. That man is
An
an expert.
expert.
He an
An
expert for sure.
expert. Oh, we're so close. We immediately hit it off. We've got blah, blah. And you're just, yeah.
Did I
Now
see the
we're
kisses?
we're excited about your love, but this all right, guys.
Yeah, expert.
Okay. He's an expert, but also be an expert at your own house. Don't you come down to this public event talking about other people. We don't need this kind of commentary from you. First of all, you don't know. At this point, all you know is how to get married and not be married no more.
Oh,
Oh,
now I did hear. What I did hear was that there was a jealousy issue.
who now that I didn't like that. Now, first of all, they get down to this pool. They down in this pool in Las
Huh?
Vegas.
Mhm.
Him and his wife are
Wait,
having a nice little time in the pool.
where are they?
Las Vegas.
Okay, Las Vegas. Amen.
Las Vegas. Okay.
Hashtag Las Vegas. Okay.
Las Vegas. Okay. So one, I'm pretty sure he's wearing boxers under his swimming trunks, which I wrote down as a note so that I could ask you if that was a thing, because I'm not a man, but it seems weird.
I think that some people was it boxer briefs, or
it looked like boxers under his swim trunks?
I know of individuals, for shrinkage purposes, wearing briefs or boxer briefs. I don't know anything about regular boxers. Now, busy over here working with a monster. So,
baby, do men wear boxers under swim trunks?
I never heard no boxers.
Nah, not me.
Not
right?
Swim trunks. If you wearing like regular shorts, it's swim trunks.
Oh, my husband said, well, if you're wearing regular shorts and like subbing them as swim trunks,
no,
you might
then
want to put on
free balling.
Okay, maybe he didn't want to free his balls. Either way, I didn't like it. Okay. And it just contributed to my long file of times when he looks silly in his clothes. So I appreciate this they're having a conversation in the pool about like where they are in life, and like, you're a little older, I still party, whatever. And I feel like they were trying to like level set on that, and like where they think they're going and how they can compromise and the lifestyle or whatever.
Okay.
But then they get into this jealousy conversation, and that's when it goes left for me.
So what happened?
He's like, well, I don't think men and women can be friends. He actually said a guy and a girl can never be friends, was his statement. Okay. And he feels like it will be a threat to their trust if she's hanging out with men. And she's like, well, I have guy friends. They're my friends. And he's like, no guy is your friend and doesn't want to sleep with you. And so, well, it's a debate that people have a lot, right? Can men and women, especially, straight man, straight woman, be platonic friends? Which I think yes.
Yeah.
Right. Just because you like women and I like men does not mean that we like each other.
I don't have to like you to be cool with you, to like your personality. Right. You could look like trash.
I don't have to be. I don't have to be sexually attracted to you, and that's just wild because I think men say that. I'm not attracted to most men that I see. You don't have to worry. Don't worry. You're not doing what you think you're doing.
So would your outlook be then like maybe more men are more attracted to like women they see, or?
I think men are more likely to want to sleep with women for various. I feel like women generally actually need to like you, and men will sleep with you just for the activity.
Evelyn said that she feels like Eric is projecting. What do you feel? You think that he's projecting?
I don't know if he's projecting. I think he's just insecure. I don't know if those have to be the same thing.
Look at her and say, "Well, I know everybody wants to sleep with you. No more male friends."
I think he was just already insecure and a little uptight.
I heard something about a one and done with him. Once I see you taking no, we're done.
Yeah. So I actually wrote down that this is a side of Eric that I really am not liking, because one, trust works in both ways, but like his boundaries are so absolute that's like detrimental for a marriage, in my opinion. He makes these like absolute statements.
Yeah, I hate
one and done, and it's like, but that's not how marriage works.
Or relationships.
But like you have signed, you're in it. You're in it. Something's gonna go wrong, and you're gonna have to deal with it and forgive it and move past it. Like, the one and done is like you're wild. You don't want to be married then.
Yeah, I can't stand no one and does. And Trey's saying that she feels Eric seems as if he's very set in his ways and unwilling to compromise.
Yeah. So I can agree with that. I think he has a very specific way that he thinks things should be, and is going to struggle to like find the flexibility to like form a marriage that's their own, right? Like based on what they want, not based on what he believes marriage is supposed to be, based on like what he has learned.
I don't like that, and I can't wait. I can't stand individuals who get into these relationships, and I'm talking to everybody out here except for my man because he on the call right now. But I'm so tired of y'all feeling like I know the way a relationship is supposed to be. Where you wouldn't be single with me if you would just knew the remedy. Okay, if you knew the remedy and you just knew all the rules, I wouldn't have found you because you would have been thriving in yours. Okay, so don't go to me or come to me with these. I want a relationship where we set the, and it's always been Busy's thing. We set the rules. We set the rules for communication. We set the rules for how we communicate with each other, and we have a conversation about our differences and how we can come to a middle ground on those rules. Not this is mine and this is yours, and that's what. Then we're not a couple. This is
And that's
me and
how
you
it's
thing.
supposed to be. That's supposed to is a bad word. Things are however you want them to be, whatever is best for you and your partner. Y'all have to talk. But I think he is very like kind of set in his ways. Now, for a second, I really want to backtrack because I don't want us to miss this. When they were in that pool and they ordered drinks, my girl ordered a Vegas bomb. Did y'all see this Vegas bomb?
First
Did
of
you
all,
see the Vegas bomb?
was that the thing that she drank really quickly? She said
It was supposed to be a shot and something else. The shot took several gulps. I said, sis, that's not a shot.
put it down.
That is a glass of alcohol. That's a glass of alcohol. A shot is a straight, like one, right? I mean, you can get it all down in one gulp.
Yeah.
My girl said, go, go, go. Ma'am.
She gonna show you what you can do.
My girl is here for a good time, okay?
And I feel like he loves it too. You don't feel like he does?
But I think he likes it, but I think he's trying to hang in Vegas. I don't think he can sustain this long term. Because if we fast forward to the nighttime, he was so drunk, which is why he was being so annoying at that drinks thing when everybody got together that night. He was so, as soon as they came in, my husband was like, yo, he is so gone. He was wasted. So drunk. Wasted.
See, he was drunk, and Vicente, my baby daddy, was high. Okay.
Okay.
And nobody can tell me that he wasn't.
Champagne, Benny.
Girl,
first of all, Champagne, Benny.
It wasn't the champagne.
Oh, you don't think so?
This
you think like you listen? They probably went to one of them shops, got a little gummy, little something.
Vicente was like this.
Okay, he had that shirt all unbuttoned. Now Vicente was looking a little high off of his wife, though.
Open up your eyes, Vincent. Open up your eyes, Vincent. He said, "Yeah, we happy.
We happy. We doing good.
Putting on the head.
We doing good. Right. He was definitely on drugs. Definitely on drugs.
Vincent.
No, definitely on drugs.
No, we good. No, we
living their very best.
Well, y'all, wait till we get to Vincent, y'all. At the end of that scene, I'm telling y'all, rewatch it. Because that's the part that like I was going through something with family. And I came back in and I said, it's Vincent high because I just saw him going like this.
Just playing with that hat. Just playing with that hat. And she just sitting over there just giggling and smiling. I'm like, first of all, both of y'all high.
Yeah,
enjoy your life. Enjoy your life.
Switch sides 3 times. One time I said, well, where did Vincent go? He was gone, then he came back, then he was on the other side. Vincent was on. I wonder if he has the team. Vincent was on. I don't care what nobody say. Vincent ate an edible.
This is right. You know he done had a little brownie or something, but he's having the honeymoon he deserves. Okay.
I said they do have those dispensaries.
They do.
Vincent was there.
Listen to me. My cousins recently went to Vegas and they came to a family thing a couple weeks ago with some of these edibles. And there are photographs of me just like I could just be on a cloud at this thing. My God. Like
Vincent inoperable.
Was there with you. They got some good stuff over there. They got some good stuff.
Tell us about it. He was inoperable. Okay. You could not move him. The man just sat there.
No.
He just said, okay.
Was having an excellent time, by the way. Was having an excellent time. It had nothing to do with any of you.
Talk about champagne. Oh, champagne, Mr. Grande.
Champagne Vinny. Champagne Vinny.
Champagne anything. This is I only saw a couple of scenes, y'all. But I tell you one thing, I do notice when someone is, because I'm not a smoker like that. I try to hang with the people, but then my nerves get bad and then I fall asleep. She know how to fell asleep on her couch every time I've tried it. I'm just not a smoker like that. I've tried it in the minor
He
leagues,
will
never
go to
made it to
sleep
the
on
major.
your couch.
I will not hesitate, okay, at all. I said, you know what?
Right
It's
on
time
down.
for us to go. And so I don't do that. You know, get busy, a cocktail, and I'm yours for the night. Okay. But if you give me something to smoke, or you give me an edible, down for the count. My mood gets bad because I'm restless. I'm like a little kid. I'll get angry at whoever I'm the closest to. It's not good. I know myself. She said,
Okay.
my man, Champagne Vinny got him some good. That's okay. Well, go ahead, baby.
Okay, we ready?
Mm-hmm.
So to wrap up Virginia and Eric, I do think they had a nice day together, but I think when they came into the group event at night, they came in real hot. I didn't like how they came in. They came in very hot, and I feel like they have just kind of alienated all the rest of the couples.
That's true. Let's talk about the group date collectively, like all at the end, because I feel like that will really culminate the step by step. Because I feel like what you got upset with his mother doing is what Paige started to do. This man right here. Oh, sorry. This man right here. I feel like what this lady right here, she started to do what this man's mother was doing for him and to him with the did he have a cocktail? Did he have a and I think that what you're talking about really plays into the whole storyline and aspect of why because the man did come in drunk, but I don't think he was wrong with what he was saying. But I feel like this lady right here was like, oh no, they're making him even more uncomfortable with
No. So I'm going to disagree with you. I think
Really?
Paige was citing that she could see how their behavior was making him uncomfortable. I don't think she was saying that it shouldn't make him uncomfortable or that it should or whatever. I think she was making an observation.
Oh, okay.
I think it was just an observation. I don't think she was like vouching for him or saying that like he shouldn't, whatever, anything like. I don't think she was playing like the role that his mother played at all. I was not getting that. I felt like it was just an observation of like how their energy impacted him.
It's okay.
Because I think everybody else took the news in a very like, wow, that's interesting to hear. But
everybody took the news like this.
Yes, but it was a calm, like, mind your business, like, be concerned, but mind your business. Eric and Virginia came in guns a blazing.
Yeah, this is our business.
This is our business. And we're asking all of these questions and stuff. And I said,
well, they were late. They were okay. Yeah, so
they were late, but they did come in hot. Like, never, don't do that ever to somebody like that. Like, don't do that. Now, the part that got on my nerves, though, was that Chris, he's a gaslighter, and we know him to be a gaslighter.
I'm the gay one.
A drama queen.
Okay, drama queen.
A drama queen. When he goes to talk to the producers and he's like, I think his question was inappropriate, blah, blah, blah. If I say I got a baby on the way, you don't ask me if it's mine. Now I had to rewind. Because the thing was, in that conversation, he did not say, I have a baby on the way. He says, I received some news earlier today. My ex-fiance is pregnant. Disturbing. He said, my ex-fiance is pregnant. He did not say, I have a baby on the way.
How did you feel about him continuously saying, and I'm glad she finally checked him at the end of the episode. It frustrated me and maybe it's because I have a lot of female friends who've gone through situations like that. It frustrated me and I know we getting off topic, and I'm sorry.
This is not off topic. I think
it frustrated me every time he said, I got some disturbing news. You mean disturbing? You gotta see it. Why do you keep saying disturbing?
Well, one, I think his vocabulary is limited. But two, and that's fair. But two, I think that is something that would disturb your spirit.
Yeah, no, the news is
upsetting news.
You're disturbed, but you got something surprising,
in upheaval,
shocking, something that really you were taken aback. Why is it disturbing that you got someone pregnant?
It's limited.
It really frustrated me the whole time. Y'all put it in the comments. We got a good amount of people here. We growing. Y'all, did y'all feel a certain way every time he kept saying, well, I got some disturbing news. It made me so happy that finally Paige was like, can you stop saying disturbing? It's
I
not
don't like how he talks
disturbing.
about anything. As I've said since like the matchmaking special, I don't like anything about him. I never have.
I got some
I don't like the way that
disturbing
he
news.
talks. I don't like how he describes things. I just wasn't surprised that I don't like anything he says.
And no one said anything about abortion. So y'all gonna have the kid. Your kid's gonna hear this and I got some disturbing news. I was shocking. I was taken aback. I didn't know what was going on. It's disturbing. What I shouldn't say that the girl was, she's now a crypts keeper and like I just don't understand why it was always so this. I'm telling you, when I say frustrated, I think it's because I'm a feminist at heart and I have a lot of female friends. I would hate for one of my friends to be like, yo, Busy, like I'm pregnant. I don't know the guy. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just really. And every time he talks about it on his side, he's like, bro, I done got some disturbing news. The girl gonna have my baby. Isn't that disturbing?
It could be.
All right.
Some people are disturbing. It is certainly a disturbance to his life to have his ex-fiance having a baby after he just got married the other day.
Nikki, I think you and BB, I think you're on the same page.
I mean, I am very much disturbed every time he opens his mouth. Very much. I agree.
I think you and BB are on the same page. I'm sorry for taking you off track. Where we going?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I think every conversation is going to swirl back around to Chris because he just was the clown of the century. Yeah, so I think Virginia and Eric, nice together, they're fine, but when they I'm not liking their energy with everybody else, so I'm gonna have to watch them. I feel like Virginia is like how young she is starting to show.
Okay.
Like you seem like a kid and like around grown people, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
And then Eric just old and acting a fool next to you, and somebody gonna have to get it together because y'all look silly. Y'all look silly. Let's move on to Haley and Jacob. There's not a lot to talk about.
Haley and Jacob is the 80s guy with the so the part that I see, this is my family issues. I'm sorry, y'all, I don't want to put my business out there, so I'm not gonna, but I kept coming in at the parts where I was like, oh, why are these people on the screen? But when they were I'll let you tell what happened until we get to them having their dinner at the aquarium, where I was like, this could possibly be working.
That's not what I thought when they had their dinner.
Really? She seemed
I don't think it's not working. So I just want to point out, so the eating raw onions thing was weird. But
was disgusting, yeah.
I thought when he was like, well, I was going to kiss you afterwards, I actually did think that was a funny little joke. Now, at one point, she says, I'm seeing little quirks come out, but I'm trying to roll with it. You got to do what you got to do.
You got to find those little corny moments.
I like that in her.
Yeah.
While I'm not a proponent of struggle love, I do appreciate her patience, right, with trying to figure him out and figuring out like the little intricate parts and what parts like she likes and what parts are like, I don't know about that. What parts can I get used to? I appreciate that about Haley.
There's cuteness. So, do you not see I see cuteness in little things in him that I feel like the right women with time, because I feel like he's not one of those men who I'm here to open up for you. I'm going to give you everything. I feel like he needs someone who's going to chip. And I feel like she's chipping. And I feel like more and more, because I would see him on the camera and he'll be like, he'll close down really quickly. And if it's something that he's interested in, she's like, what's your favorite card? DeLorean, yeah, you remember Back to the Future?
Yeah.
It comes out and then he like brings it back in. And I was like, I'm seeing her chipping, and she's so patient. She's like, tell me more about it. Patient. I don't know.
Sweet. Yeah. I think it's sweet. Oh my God. You are just
I'm so giddy. I was watching it and I could every time I saw him talk, he would get excited and he'll go back to us like he was like, you remember Back to the Future? Yeah, that's the kind of girl like, yeah, kind of, really deck it out, but
Yeah.
and it's like she's so patient. She's like, oh, that's cute. Like, oh my god, like, oh, she was drinking through it. The girl was drinking through it,
My
but
girl was cocktailing it right on.
but she was like, yes, oh,
Yes,
oh
because
my god,
a
playing his hand,
cocktail does loosen you up.
yeah.
And if you need to be your best, most patient and understanding self, sometimes you need a cocktail to assist you.
I feel like she's
I'm not
chipping
mad.
away at it all, and I think that throughout these episodes, I'm going to have a different opinion about who should be together, who shouldn't. And I'm looking at them, and at first I was like, why would they do this to sis? And now I'm looking at it like, I think that they did a good job. She's patient. She's trying to find out about him, and he's opening up more and more. You can see the kid
But
in
your
him.
whole observation doesn't include any perks for her.
I
Your whole
think,
observation is about how he's closed off and she's doing the work to open him up. Now, what does she get? I'm not saying they shouldn't be together, but I think
yeah,
that, like, as we assess couples, right, like, it's really painful. I guess maybe it's a woman thing, but it is extremely painful to watch one-sided couples on this show.
I
And
agree.
I think that all couples at some point, at different points, things can feel a little lopsided, like one person is doing more of the work than the other, right? And that's like, that ebbs and flows in a relationship. But right now, I see her doing all the work, right? Chris and Paige, I see Paige doing all the work. I don't like, that's hard to watch. I don't like that. I don't
And
like
see,
that.
and I didn't. So, Trey said that she agrees with you, BB.
Well,
I
thank you.
don't. I
He
feel
does have
as
a beach
if
in his backyard.
he sure does. Get off here.
No.
But he does have a beach in his backyard. Oh, thank God. I'm not gonna say that, but we'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk.
I mean, he
So
brings skills to the marriage, right? Okay, he can open pickle jars, he can lift heavy things, he can build stuff, he's handy. These are all great characteristics,
yeah,
qualities, yes. But like, what else, right? Like, she can get a handyman for that. She can, like,
I think it's gonna come out
there are
as
apps
she
for that.
opens, as he opens.
There are apps for that.
I think
And I
that
want to raise this
it
because
will
men,
get
men,
better
men be
as they
thinking it's so
open
indispensable.
up.
There's an app for that.
That is true. I think that more will
You could
happen
have had a
as
V8.
she open. Who's the next? What's the next?
Please continue.
No, go ahead. What's that? We got three more
Mhm.
couples, and then let's get to the overall, because I feel like the dynamic with everyone together is what was imperative to watch.
Mm,
I thought
okay.
that it shined a light on the couples, but it also shined a light on the BS. But it also exacerbated what I thought about even old girl and the alcoholic and her kissy boyfriend. Like I
Eric
feel
and
like
Christy.
yeah, I feel like it really brought it up. Are we talking about Chris? Not yet. Andrea's coming. What's up, Andrea? I didn't know Andrea was in here. Hey, girl. I'll tell you about Andrea in a minute. But
Hey.
I love Andrea. Hey, Andrea, put your bees in the comments for her. But go ahead. Who's the next couple?
Okay, Clara and Ryan. First of all, I'm so tired of Ryan in these shorts. And
Girl,
I know you'll never be tired,
hey,
but every time I
I'm
say that,
waiting for you.
Ryan don't get some bigger shorts.
I waited for it. I didn't want to come out talking first, but y'all, excuse me for 1 second. When he was out there with those dolphins,
I did like
okay,
the
and he just got on his knees and got down. And he was like, oh, let's take a picture with the dolphins. I says, please stand up. Please stand up. Thank God my baby daddy had to do Dungeons and Dragons tonight, because I could just lust in peace. That thing was so good to look at. Now, Ryan, and he had a hat on, so I didn't have to look at that take a haircut. Everything just fit so well. And he feeding the fish like this. And y'all, I was looking at her. I said, "No, Ryan, you
Now,
know
Ryan.
what you do."
Now, Ryan.
I was hoping that they got in the water so I could see the short stick to his thighs and buttocks, but he didn't. They just threw it out there. So now that I'm done lusting after that a married man, go ahead.
No problem.
Yeah, I do.
You have a problem.
Go ahead.
Talk to somebody about that, okay?
You know what, Ryan, come and give me therapy.
I don't think he's a licensed mental health care professional.
I'm trying my best, y'all, to breathe. I'm gonna need an asthma pump because that thing's so serious. That's a class. That's a senior class that you take freshman year of college. One of your last year courses. That's what Ryan Booty is. It's a senior course that very difficult, very hard. It's serious. It's very serious. It's something you gotta study.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much.
Oh,
and there
man.
he is.
He is. You know what? But you know what I loved more about it was the conversation. And I felt like he brought great personality to that.
There he brings
I felt like Ryan really brought more of a conversation to the dinner. I loved it. You remember when the Dolphins were? That was like, this is cute. I thought that I felt like, wow, the insight he was. Didn't you think that when they started talking about the children and adoption? Talk to me about that.
Oh, talk to you about that? I thought we were talking about booty.
Oh, well, I don't remember that.
I'm sure you don't, but this is recorded, so we're gonna rewind, honey. Okay. So the little dolphin activity, I loved it. Thought it was super sweet for them. Now this Vera and Elton, these kids' names.
Girl, it sounds like the
now
Addams
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say this.
Tell
Clara gonna say, oh, she want to use Vera as her child's name. I thought it was really cute that he asked her, like, you know, how do you feel about kids? Do you have kids' names lined up? I think that's a very important question.
Girl's very producer focused because everybody asked about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think it's fun. My husband and I apparently both had kids' names coming in, and I think it was important that we shared those early. Because
are you gonna tell us, or are you gonna wait until the children?
Not because I had a girl's name that I really wanted, and he had a boy's name that he really wanted. We don't have kids together yet, but I really wanted to name my daughter Audrey Michelle, and he did.
That's cute.
I know, isn't that like?
That's cute.
And our son's name is going to be Maximilian. It's very over the top. Don't you love it?
So you like the conversation between them and
whatever. Your name is Busy.
I'm unconventional, and I don't know what I want to name my kids. I do want to wait until we're closer and we get the personality. If I go through in vitro and have I have 3 friends who said they'll do it for me, so I'm waiting for that. But I've always liked the name. I've always liked untraditional names, like Chandelier is so beautiful to me. I love Chandelier.
Wait, but you made a face at us naming our son Maximilian.
Girl, it's ridiculous. So is Chandelier, and I'm mature enough to say that. So your turn.
No. Maximilian is regal. First, this is a name that says I'm better than you.
Maximilian?
Yes, and that's how we'd like to send our child into the world.
And you know what? And the people used to think that naming my daughter Beyonce would be a good idea, and now we look at her like you'll never live up to it.
Yeah, no. Now that thing, no, that would be a tragedy. That's different. Don't do that.
But to be in all honesty, I've always loved 2 names. If I ever had a girl, I love the name Andrea. It's just it's always something that stuck out to me. And Andrea and Aubrey, one of those 2.
I love Aubrey.
I don't know if
Aubrey got vetoed. Aubrey got vetoed.
And then if I ever had a boy, I know he'll be trash, but I've always loved the name Tremaine. I don't know no good Tremaines. I only know trash Tremaines. The only Tremaines I know are trash, but
I
I've
love the name
always loved the
Trey.
name Tremaine. Okay,
I
Trey.
love it. Trey, I love it. I love it. Your son will not be trash. His auntie will never allow it.
Girl, you know Trey's are trash. Girl, where you
No,
about to go?
no.
Trey house, you know, pull up
Over
big,
this
big.
good Trey out. No, he
You
will
don't know
not
no
be
good
trash.
Treys.
You know, you think we raising terrible kids?
You don't know no good
I'll
Trey
snatch him
name.
up from anywhere. Come through embarrassing all of y'all.
Girl, he
Ain't gonna
always
be none
do
of that.
this. And when she mad, Tremaine, calling him by his full name.
Right.
I'm telling you.
He always do that.
Trey, he always do it. Girl, he calling me
Oh,
right
he
now.
do
I'm
the
gonna call you
same thing to
back.
me every time.
I'm gonna call you back right now. I'm not going over. I promise. Let me. What, Tremaine?
No, she going over there packing her spend the night bag.
I'm
So
tired of you
anyway,
doing this to me every
I'm
week.
tired of you doing this. And who's the fool in this situation? Let's not raise daughters who act like that because this woman is a fool. Okay. All right. So Vera and Elton are the names that they raised, right? Claire likes the name Vera and Ryan likes Elton. Now, Claire vetoed the name Elton, which I think is interesting because I think Vera and Elton are equally undesirable.
I agree. I didn't like the fact that the producers, or the editors, producers and editors tried to make it seem like she had a more agreeable name than Elton. Because like when she said Vera, I was thinking, okay, the Addams family.
So
I don't know that. And then he said Elton,
that,
and they changed the music.
I think they changed the music because of her reaction.
Okay.
I think she reacted more harshly to the name than he reacted, and that's the part that I didn't like. He probably don't like the name Vera, but you love it as, you know, named after your grandmama, whatever. Okay, fine, right? Yeah. Sure, name the baby Vera. Shit. Okay, fine.
Very old school. In 2027,
very
Vieira, because the way that people are gonna be pronouncing names.
Child.
Is this
old antebellum name? But okay.
Whatever you like.
Because your daughter about to join the women's suffrage movement. But that's fine. That's fine. I really didn't like how she acted about his name because they was both terrible. Yeah. So if your child, okay, if you could get your little name off, get your name off. My husband came here with this ridiculous name, talk about Maximilian. I said, you know what? Fine.
It sounds amazing.
That's what I said. If he didn't give me no smoke about one of my child to be named after Michelle Obama. Michelle is her middle name because of Michelle Obama. We stand. And he didn't give me no trouble. Fine. Name that child whatever you want. Name him whatever you want.
Come on, name that child.
Name that child. Okay, so yeah, I didn't like how they hit a hard pass on Elton John Oubre. I didn't like that. I thought that was a good idea, and I would love for them to name their child Elton John Oubre.
Do you have?
She said he could go by John, but I really like EJ Oubre. It sounds like pig Latin.
True. She doesn't like Elton, but I get really weary of any type of person who is downing or not respecting your family heritage. Like, unfortunately, if I was having a child with, or I was the partner of someone who's like, you know, our family name is Uzuku. You know, every male in our family, their first name is Uzuku. So I'm gonna do that as well, because it seems as if he was like my granddad, my great grandfather, my dad. Like that wasn't my name, but I would want to keep the family name of Elton. I wouldn't be like, no, never.
Now for him, was it a family name? I thought for her it was a family name. I thought for him it was a name he just liked.
No, she liked Vera. He said the family name is Elton. His great grandfather, his grandfather. I don't think it was his father. I think he wanted to continue or bring on the tradition back again. Y'all put in the comments to let us know. I don't want us to be saying misinformation, but I do remember for certain it was a family name. Oh, he said his uncle. It was a family name for him. And for her, she just liked the name. It was a family name and someone else.
Okay.
And I didn't like the fact that she's like, no.
Well, they still have to learn
his
how
grandfather
to
who passed.
They gotta learn how to compromise. So
yeah, I didn't like that. What did you feel about that?
Elton can be the middle name.
If you said that, if your husband said this the family name, it's Chuluku and all the bed Chuluku, would you be like, No.
His name gonna be Chaluko.
The end of the buck stops here.
I mean, now also, to be fair,
Go ahead.
I might have been like, I don't want to have to name my child Chaluku, so I ain't marrying you. Now these people didn't get all them choices. They didn't. But that might have been a thing early on where you were like, you know what? Actually, I ain't really into that.
Oh, Bia said you're right. She said her grandmother was named Vera, so that's why she liked Vera too.
Yeah,
So they
okay.
both had family names.
And he respected her family names. She was a little, I ain't like that.
I don't like yours, but you better like mine.
Right.
And this girl, Vera, you better veer to the left as I'm trying to tell you about the names that I like.
Trying to
Go
give birth
ahead.
to a daughter of the American Revolution. I'm so tired of this old name.
Who's
okay?
next?
Huh?
Who's next?
Oh no, we still on them. Okay, so I did like their conversation. I thought their conversation about parenting was really interesting.
Religion.
Yeah, so she talked about like how she thinks it's really, really important to like support your kids' interests and like whatever they want to do, supporting them, pushing like work ethic, which I thought was really important as well. And then they kind of had different views on religion and church, which I also found really important. So I don't see those as like super, super different. But maybe whatever. I don't know. Now I kind of believe what she believes, right? Like I was raised Christian, but I think that there's a lot of value in raising your children to understand different belief systems and different religions and like make a choice on your own. I think there is some compromise to be made because he clearly wants to raise his children in his faith. But I think you can raise your children in your faith and expose them to other things, and it doesn't have to be such a harsh line. Like, here's what we believe, right? But here's some other things that other people believe. We don't believe that any one of them is wrong or right. I think where people get into trouble is like people who are very devout to their religion are like, well, I'm a Christian. That means that Muslim people are wrong.
Yeah, this is
or
the
I'm a
only
Christian.
thing.
Like, this is the only thing. And I think that's where they could get into trouble. But I do think that it's really important for kids to understand different belief systems and to respect different belief systems as just that, right? Like someone can believe something that you don't believe, or you don't believe it the exact same way, or the story was told a little different in your book.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make them, not as good as you. These are not people that you should be scared of. This is how we get to, Islamophobia, xenophobia, like this is how we get to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
People fear what they don't know.
I was going to ask you what you think or believe about that, because I wasn't raised with religion, and I've always kind of found it weird. Well, when I got to college, everyone at Howard University, everybody goes to chapel, especially your freshman year. Everybody want to be in chapel. Everybody want to be a part of Rankin Chapel. Like you want to go because the majority of African Americans, and this is through slavery and the history of slavery, and then y'all go read a book, okay? But throughout these time periods, African Americans have become devout Christians or gone through Christianity, far from the religions that we were practicing. Some of us in some of our tribes in Africa, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But when you get to Howard University, you realize that a lot of people are Christians. My mom always said, I'm never going to make my kids do something I didn't like to do. And it's always making the bed and going to church. So we weren't raised with religion, and she didn't teach us to make the bed, which is my favorite thing to do in the morning now. But when I got to school, I felt like something's missing. Like something's driving my life, and I don't know what. And I tried Christianity, I tried Buddhism, I tried Hinduism, and then I took this spirituality class at Howard. I took an idealism class at Howard because I was like, what am I missing? I'm not getting it. And I feel like individuals get to a place where they're like, you know what? There's something that's guiding me and I want to go forward to. And if you make it for them, it makes it hard for them to live life. And it causes a lot of friction between them. Like Frank Ocean, who has this song Bad Religion, if you guys never heard it on his Project Orange, give yourself a chance to listen to it, and it's called Bad Religion is a song. And he talks about how he's a devout Christian, but he's also bisexual, gay. So how can I understand that God loves me and wants the best for me, but he also made me this way, which he doesn't agree with. So that means that I can never make him happy, even though I love him, and I'm never going to be able to be in good graces with him. And how do you go forward living life knowing
I
that
think
you're never going to be good enough?
that's a very particular view of Christianity. I don't think all Christians believe that being gay.
Oh no, that one specifically, but it's
okay.
You start to just have it if you grow up with the religion, and to Claire's point, if you force them into something, then their mindset gets stuck on what is right and what's wrong and how they should or shouldn't feel, which is where a bullying mentality or a dislike or disdain for, you're gay, or you have two moms, or you're short, you have a disease and leprosy was this thing. Like you start to see the differences in people, and let y'all drive busy. Let your child figure out if really give them morals and values, because you could do that without the book. Trust me. And let them do what's best for them. And if they need Christianity or any of those other spaces, bring them there. I feel like as long as I teach my children, everybody's not going to be with me, what's right and what's wrong, what's good and what's bad, and how to respect people the way that they want to be respected, not the way you think they should be respected. I think I've done my job as a parent. And if they decide that they want to become a Christian one day, or Buddhist or Hinduist, or join a cult, yeah, I love my as I'm with you 100% of the way.
You have the right to choose.
I want you to live the best life that you want to live. And it gets muddy when you force them into Christianity. This is what it's supposed to be in the book, but also I'm not a Christian. I'm not a devout religious person. So I can see how people are like, it's irresponsible to not give them the word in the beginning. Like, I'm not doing my job as a good Christian, not preaching the gospel to my children. Which is how he felt. He said, because he was like, oh, I wish I wrote the note down, because he was like, it's irresponsible as a parent to not bring your child into the religion. I did come in on that. I couldn't miss his delicious booty. Sorry, babe. I couldn't miss it. And I did hear that coming out, the part that was talking. Busy, are you okay with your kids joining the cult? I would not want them to join a cult. So, no, I wouldn't be okay with it. But it's my child, and if this is something that they feel like they need to go through, as long as I know my child's going to be okay, and if they call me one day and say, well, girl, we're about to go to this big meeting where everybody has to drink out of the same cup, I'm going to say, okay, let me see you real quick for 1 second. Okay, because I won't be having no mass suicide things. I said, well, before you go to that event, can I talk to you? Okay, but if that's what they want to do, I love my job.
I think this is an interesting conversation.
It's hard, but I don't think Claire is trying to make her children go into cults. I think she wants them to have the freedom to.
Yeah, I think she wants them to have yes, I think she wants to give them the room to explore and figure out what they want. Yeah. And again, I think that there is some common ground to be found between the two of them. I think you can take your kids to church and tell them that this is what we believe, this is what we think is right. However, here are some things that other people believe. Your friend from school is Hindu. They believe X, Y, and Z. They worship in this way, and that's okay. Yeah. That's what they believe. That's not a bad thing. It's just something that's different. And if you want to learn more, then we can go to their place of worship. If they invite us to something, we can go, so you understand what they do and how their services work or whatever it is. I think that's all great for kids. Mm-hmm. They need to understand. I think understanding religions is part of understanding the world around you. So that's that. Okay. So I will say that Ryan is growing on me, and it's not physical. He's still not. He doesn't do anything for me physically, and I don't think he's ugly. He's just not. It's not.
Not even in the Alvin and the Chipmunks kind of way.
I've never lusted after Alvin, Simon, or Theodore. Never thought that ever.
Go ahead.
But okay. All right. You enjoy that. So one, when they talked about how they keep their houses, and my girl was talking about how messy she is, his face, Lord of mercy.
Oh wait, I didn't see this part. What happened?
Oh my God. They were talking about their houses and she was just like, yeah, I'm just really messy. I have clothes everywhere and just like makeup. And he was like, I'm really particular about how I like things in my house. And like he's very tidy.
Okay.
But he tried to stay flexible, I think. Like I think he was trying to be like, okay, I think we can figure that out. But I think he was kind of panicking inside.
Trey said his face cracked.
It did.
Like
it did. It did.
You know what? I think what's
she's like, yeah, just have all this stuff all over the place. And he was like,
one, we could see that from the hotel room when she was like, I know I have that ring holder here somewhere. But two, do y'all remember? Y'all put in the comments if y'all remember. Talk to me and BB. Do y'all remember when she was sitting down and she was like, well, what about cleanliness or whatever? When she was sitting down with his mom, Clara. And she was like,
and she said he was a mess when he was younger.
CDC was about to come and take over the house, but now he's the most clean person I've ever seen.
When I first saw their hotel room, I looked at my husband and I said, oh my God, you could never do this with her. And he was like, why? And she didn't unpack it. There was just like stuff everywhere.
Yeah, that's me.
When we go places, no, my husband unpacks like wherever we go, like takes stuff out like immediately, hangs clothes up, puts clothes in the drawers, puts the toiletry bag in the bathroom. And I started doing it because I'm like, oh man, I gotta be a real grown up. Let me put my stuff away too.
Girl, you're a grown up. The bank account says so. Okay. No, the bank account says so. You a grown up, girl. It says you grown, girl. It says grown here. Okay. It says adulthood. Over here, it says adulthood. Okay. Me being a grown up says I can put clothes all over this floor. Okay. Because I'm a grown up. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
do that though, because I know that that's a thing that would bother my husband. And I never intentionally, like you never want to like tick them off on purpose, right? So it doesn't take anything out of me to be more organized.
If we stay in there for a long time, I am someone who puts everything up so that I can put my outfits together. It's a vanity thing for me. I want to put my outfits together in order, sequential order, so I know what I'm wearing, or at least know what goes with what. But not because I want it to be nice and neat. My boyfriend, he's not gonna put everything up. He will make sure that everything is together, though. Like my stuff and his stuff can't be on the same side of a hotel room. Like it'll never be able to work for him because he got bags of this is this is that, this is this and that. This is how this works. So while I'm like, oh, Jesus, oh my gosh.
I'm what's referred to as a spreader.
Yes. Oh yeah. If I took a picture of our side of the rooms right now,
everywhere,
you can tell who is on whose side of the room right now, and then who was allowed to be on somebody's side of the room for one day. Okay, because sometimes his side of the room is so neat and nice, but he's also closer to like the bathroom and the closets, which is also a space that I have. So sometimes I'm in the closet like this. So his side of the room is neat, and you see like a random shirt on the floor, and it's because I was going through shirts trying to figure out something. But I'm grown.
You're gonna get cussed out right after this. Anyway. Okay, so later they were talking. And no, I didn't write down what they were talking about. I'm sorry. But she said something, and he said, what's your worry? What's your fear? And I wrote that down because I said, you better communicate, Uber.
I think he's the most amazing communicator. Yeah. He touches my soul.
Question to figure out how she's feeling.
What do I feel inside? So you can feel inside.
What are you feeling?
Keep playing with me.
But like, not even what's wrong, but what's your fear? It's a very important question because fear leads so many of our decisions. That was very insightful of him, and I really appreciated that. All right.
Yeah, I'll tell y'all one thing. Let me tell you who can touch me inappropriately.
No, next.
Okay.
Next. So we're gonna move on to Brianna and Vincent. It's 10:02. We're not gonna be in here all night, and we still gotta do Brianna and Vincent, and then we got to get to the main event.
Well, I think that theirs was really fast.
Okay, here we go. It ain't really fast if we keep going on tangents. Here we go. Shout out to Champagne Vinny.
Who's that? The high guy?
Yes, the high guy.
First of all, we call
Blouse.
him
The blouse.
Vicente on this.
Vincent.
He did have a blouse on.
He did was giving us the blouse. Okay, game blouses.
Y'all,
We
and once
shut.
again, and I hate to do this Vicente, but once again, that shirt was holding on. Them buttons was holding on as much as they could. Even when they got to cocktail hour, I said, "Nah, Vicente." That's how you know your wife really loved you, because she's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
he's the full package. Full is
A
right,
full
girl.
is
Indeed."
Full is right.
But one of those, but that button was holding on. First of all, we need to give more vacation time to the buttons on Vincent's shirts, because they deserve a carry for holding that thing together like that. You deserve vacation. First of all, you deserve leave. Okay, family and sick and holiday. Those shirts was putting in work. Do you know what I'm telling you? Work. That bottom, especially that bottom button. I said,
Now you
no.
know what?
That thing was definitely doing.
Some of us doing our best. COVID hit us hard.
Gorilla glue was really. He put some gorilla glue in them buttons because they was holding on. Okay, but go ahead, go with Vicente and Brianna. My favorite couple overall.
Yes. Okay.
I'm just saying,
So-
if you really love me, you will share them. That's
And
what
we
I'm saying to
said-
you, Bree. If you really love me, you will share them.
I'm not gonna. I don't want them. But I like them together. Okay. Now, Vincent and Brianna having a great time. My first note was that, okay, when Chris went to go tell Vincent the story about what had happened with that fiance, ex-fiance, and let me just backtrack. Stop saying ex-fiance, because I feel like he trying to no. Your ex is your ex. I don't want to hear ex-fiance, ex-girlfriend, anybody who's an ex is an ex, okay? And that's just it, just an ex, okay? Now,
I heard a little birdie told me that it's not his ex-fiance.
His current fiance?
No, the reason why it's his ex-fiance is because he cheated. And the actual girl who's having the baby is the girl he cheated on his ex-fiance with. That's who's having the baby. And I'm waiting for more information. This is all alleged, y'all. But that's why their engagement ended, is because he was having.
You lying.
Girl, I wish I was.
And you didn't call me on my personal line with this too?
I learned about it at least. So you know who has the inside scoop? You know who has the inside scoop?
Ooh.
The person who was dating somebody from the last season.
Oh.
You know who got the inside scoop. So as I was watching it, that's when I got the tea. And I was like, wait a second, what? She's like, yeah.
Where'd she get that tea from?
Oh, she's sending it to me.
I need the receipt.
Yeah, that's
forward along that correspondence.
That's what I heard.
Ooh, now that's good there.
You only get exclusive individual content. Okay. Last time BB helped us out, she showed us who the girl was. We got to watch.
Had an engagement video up.
We got to watch the whole engagement video, and this time we're telling y'all it's not her.
I cannot believe that. Okay, hold on, because I have to digest that like overnight.
Girl, okay, it's hard out here.
When he went to tell Vincent, oh, this is what happened, my ex-fiance, whatever. I really didn't like that he did not self-report his antics.
What you mean?
I didn't like that. So he goes and he says, my ex-fiance is pregnant. And Vincent is like, did you tell Paige? And he's like, yeah, I told her. And then Paige is, and then Vincent's like, okay, I think that was the right thing to do. And he's like, yeah, of course. Let me stop you right there. First of all, you had to be badgered into telling your wife this information. Include your antics. Okay, because we had to chase
Now
you
I
up and
hear what
down
you're
hallways
saying.
like an episode of the Maury Show to get you to talk to your wife. And now you want to go over to your friend and act like you were a mature man who was forthcoming with information. And we don't like it.
Right.
It's misrepresentative of what had actually really happened.
That's how dudes. I was about to say something real trifling online, but
You know, okay.
that's how dudes
And I
be.
didn't like that. I didn't like that. I
Do
didn't
you
like that.
believe that? So as I was watching, because I do love
Trifling.
Vicente and Brianna, do you believe that Vincent believed Chris? Because as he was watching him, it just in my eyes and watching Vicente, I could tell him feeling like, dude, really?
First of all, Vincente was high all day. Okay.
Oh,
Vincente is hilarious to me because my next point was around his reaction when he said, when Chris said that he and Paige had sex, and he was like, the first night, the first morning, the next night, and he said, "Oh, y'all went in, y'all went at it,
oh, y'all don't really.
y'all
Like,
don't really y'all don't really went at it." Oh,
yeah.
okay. First of
I
all,
mean, what you we still dudes like we can't.
Vincent, Champagne Vinny is always on one. Okay, he's on one. He's here for a good time, not a long time.
I appreciate it. I need both, but I
Yes.
appreciate it. And,
Amen. Amen.
but I
That's why
appreciate
we
it.
got to wrap this up soon.
Oh,
Okay, next.
about that. Um,
Okay.
so I appreciated him saying that because it made it relatable. I will say, y'all who not black, I'm sorry, y'all. Let's just listen to it. The relationship between these two women and men of color, I really valued. Now, Chris, I feel sorry for Vicente because he had to try to have a conversation with a black man who has another person of color. But he said he grew up in the Bronx or Brooklyn. So he's been around people of color and dealing with this man sitting here. I don't know. She just told me, and all of this because I was watching it with my friend, and Brianna sat down with Brianna sat down with Paige, and she was like, "What, girl? How
Yeah, he
long?
did. And then that
What,
don't
let's
add up.
figure this
So,
out."
okay, so then he said, wait. But then he signed up to do this?
My girl Bree,
Brianna is the friend that you need because first of all, my girl is gonna ask the hard questions.
she said, "Okay, so what you said what? Now 6 months, and you said what?" And he just learned, and he tried to. Okay, hold on. Okay, and then girl, no, you said his mom. And how many feet away is
Hold
that?
on, because then she bring it down to 0 and carrying the one, and it
Brianna,
don't add up.
she said
It
this don't.
don't add up.
So you said, so when was it? Okay,
And
so
when
hold
was
on.
so you okay?
What
Now
you
when did they
said?
break up? Well, how long was they engaged? How
That's
long
I
was they
said,
engaged? And this is how I can tell you, Brianna is my kind of friend because I said when he was telling her, oh, her father had died, and then we were intimate after that. I looked at my husband. I said, I want to see the eulogy. I want to see the funeral program.
yeah,
He
give
said,
me the program. I didn't
I
give me
said
the
no
program.
because I need to corroborate this timeline because this is now you bring down the 0 and carry the one, honey, it don't add up. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm a consultant. I will put together a timeline slide for you. I will put a Gantt chart together for you. There's a gap.
Say it
There's
again.
a
So
gap.
what was
Because if you saying she's 6 weeks pregnant and
which
her
is
daddy
so
died the
slow.
27th,
And we had to start the process 3 months ago.
then that's not.
It ain't
And it
adding
looked like
up.
actually her daddy died in 2020 in 2019.
So I was able to get on the Facebook
I
and
have
I saw
questions. I have questions. I have questions. I would have been right on the
everybody
Facebook.
needed
I would have been
Brianna.
right on the Facebook looking for the people sending the condolences and trying to corroborate the timeline because I got to figure out what was said and when and how long ago. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. There's some
Miss
math to be done here.
Miss Toya, I'm serious. That's how Bree was. I'm telling you, me and BB not telling.
My girl was asking the
She
hard
said,
hitting
well, what?
questions.
What
She
is
said,
going on? And she had no time for. I'll tell you what happened.
none,
She had no
none,
time for tears. She had no time for because Paige
none.
was
What
like,
happened?
I just feel like I got it shorter than the stick. Me too. So what
Me
time did
too.
you say that he got on the? She didn't have no time for no sympathy, nothing. Like, I feel like you got a shorter stick too. So what time did you say he
No,
got
because
here?
she gonna file an agreement. Send in a replacement. I've been telling you they need to have that backup husband in the wings. They need to have the backup husband in the wings. Because this one, faulty. Faulty.
The math not mathing.
The math is not mathing.
Okay, the math is not mathing. Okay, so
What
go
I do
ahead.
need to know is what brand of hair Brianna is wearing because I do like this hair a lot.
Oh, I loved her hair.
I love it.
You don't think it's hers?
No, it's the same hair from the wedding.
Oh, excuse me.
It's the same sew-in that you didn't like from the wedding.
I didn't want to know, but you didn't like. I didn't want to put. I didn't understand it.
liked it. You didn't like it. You just don't understand the process.
I didn't think that it blended well.
Yeah, whatever. It blends great.
It sure does now.
This baby hair. Okay, she got this. Okay. All you need is a little product, not the Gorilla Glue.
Somebody said the understudy. You done started a problem.
And pull out the understudy. All I'm saying, you need a swing. You need a swing. They could have a swing. Everybody husband should have an understudy. Everybody husband and everybody wife should have an understudy. No, because if you get in here clowning, some of these people have come on here clowning, and that's not fair to their partner. What is happening to Paige? No, for real, justice for Paige, because this is not fair to Paige. This man is clowning. And I'm sure there was some other nice black man they could call in real quick who would be happy to just step right on in. Just white out, and she doesn't need that. She doesn't need that. We're not going very far with $5 footlongs. If we could just white out his name and we could just put the other man's name over it on the marriage certificate, and we could just move right on forward. Just move right on forward.
So then, okay, so is there anything else before we get to the main event?
Okay, so what else with them? I do hope that she drops the brand of hair that she was wearing when usually at the end of the season they all open up their social medias and you can follow them all and okay.
Oh, I forgot you an expert. You an expert.
Vincent and I took our marriage to the next level last night.
Did she really? I was trying to think as my friend was watching it because I was outside dealing with stuff. And I said, well, did she look giddy? Did she look happy? Did she?
And that's what, okay, this is how I know Vincent and Brianna are living their best lives. They have gone to a dispensary and gotten some edibles.
Oh, for sure.
They have been drinking champagne in the daytime and having sex in the middle of the day. And they are living their best life. She done got carried across this beach, and he done knocked that thing down when they got back to their room. I'm not mad. Edibles and midday sex is the spice of life. Don't take me on vacation if we can't do drugs and have sex in the middle of the day. Don't take me there. I don't want to go there.
And my grandma almost passed.
Oh, yeah, his nerves was bad. And then it had some emotional intimacy, and he done linked on her for his problems, and she's like, oh, baby, it's fine. Lay your head on my pillow.
You better just relax. Yeah.
And just relax. Oh, damn.
Oh,
okay.
That's
how you get inside. Let me go in there. I'm about to go upstairs and solve a problem.
Let's speed this up.
What's bothering you? How can I help? Lean on me. Okay.
I hate y'all so much.
Okay.
Major Chris.
Here we go.
We start off the episode, y'all. What I did watch is that we start off the episode anticlimactic with Chris said, I don't want to tell. Okay, I'm sure. So then Paige is trying to figure out what's wrong with the man. Okay, this one right here. She's trying to figure out what's wrong with the man. She's trying to figure out what's wrong with him. Well, how's your breakfast? My breakfast is good. How's your breakfast? He got.
I hate him.
There's a problem with me and individuals who come around and mope around you. Because BP know what I'm about to call her, girl, you better get on my business. I'm not gonna say, girl, I don't want to talk about it right now. Why are you here?
Why are you here? Here, furthermore, this is where he really got on my nerves, because you have to understand the context and the circumstances. He says, I got a lot of shit going on. You're
I'm your
correct.
wife.
Well, first of all, this is the first time I can agree with you, Christopher. You've got a lot going on.
Way too much.
You have brought all of the antics into this marriage, and we don't appreciate it. Okay.
On day 3.
Then she's like, what's going on? He goes, it doesn't matter. How? I'm not going to tell you. I'm good not telling you. He literally said, I'm good not telling you.
Yeah. This is my problem.
And then asked her,
because
what's wrong? Don't ever ask her. Don't ever ask her what's wrong. What's wrong with her is you. You are what's wrong with her. You know what's wrong, but you know what? Okay, this is why I don't like the gaslight. Don't ever ask me. Don't ever be the reason why something is wrong with me and then ask me what's wrong. You created the problem. I don't like. Me and Chris would have fought in the middle of the street by now. Like, it just would have been.
No, I know you. Y'all want to wait for the street. What's troubling you? I don't want to talk about it.
What are you doing right now? Because at that point, you're pushed. Stop.
Come on with the ice switch. Y'all, I don't think
Stop, because I didn't take my medicine today.
Y'all crazy. If y'all don't think y'all go see that on social media, you're crazy. I feel like this is what my problem is with this show, is that I feel like everybody's not here for the process. And I mean, we're making a television show, so unfortunately, I know the producers do have to pick someone who they know. I think that you get the experts who pick at least 3 of them, and I feel like we get the producers who pick at least the last 2 of them. And because we have to make a show, My problem is the people who are applying for the show and who don't have the best interest in want to go into the process, because this God-fearing woman is here for the process, and he is God.
Don't disrespect God.
He know God. He
don't disrespect God, and do not disrespect fear.
He heard of the girl before, but not necessarily is here for the book. Okay, I haven't read the manual, and it's bothering me because it's making, and this is y'all know I'm a feminist at heart, and I was raised by a single parent, strong Black woman. So it makes it very difficult for me when I see Black women, strong Black women. This lady's an accountant, own property, got herself together, being disrespected by a man who makes
playing with you. First of all, I'm too good for you. Okay, so I will continue. My bun is just flopping all over the place. I'm going to say this. I think the fatal flaw for Married at First Sight at this point is that there is no Black woman on the panel of experts when they do the matchmaking.
Mm-hmm.
I think they absolutely need a Black woman. I vote for me. But they need a Black woman in a seat. Right, because I would have never let Chris slide through. Mm-hmm. Chris immediately set off all the bells and the alarms for me. Immediately.
I think that it was because I think it was a producer pick. Because remember, if y'all ever go back and look at when they got selected, y'all, and I did this by mistake, the guy came up to him and was like, "Are you sure you're not in a relationship?" And he said, "No." He said, "Are you sure there's nobody who would be saying that you two are together?" He said, "No." Why? Because you are. You're getting married at first sight. And I felt like that was a play on him trying to say, Chris was getting his hair cut during the time that he came to tell him that. And he was harping on, "Are you sure there's nobody who was saying you're not together?" Yeah, I'm.
You think they're trying to give us a little piece of foreshadowing?
I think y'all go back and watch the thing. BB, go back and watch it.
I remember that scene.
I feel like they were trying to open up the fact that you with somebody, because if the baby's 6 weeks, before the marriage happens, they know you have to quarantine for at least 2 weeks. And then preparing for the wedding has to be at least another 2 weeks. And this whole process is at least a month and a half. And before that, the selection process was happening. So I'm sure they were calling your exes, doing background checks, figuring out at least a 3 to 4 month process. Now, I ain't ever been in production, but I know it takes a lot to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row, because we're also producing the show. You're not going to have us up here with clan members. Like it takes a lot. How's she 6
They
weeks?
did have that Capitol storm.
Yeah, we've been. Go ahead. That was all in the comments last video. I don't know how much you read the comments, but you need to go back and comment to them. All
No.
last video, the girls talking about the Capitol stormer.
Oh,
And how
sorry, I started that
it was
rumor.
the best line. They said, you know what? The best line of the night was the Capitol stormer. Rumor is he
Look at the
broke.
comments.
Nadine broke now.
Been broke.
Okay. Been broke since been broke since been broke.
So let's run through it on Chris and Paige. Paige needs to run for the hills immediately, expeditiously. Put on your New Balances, your Nike runs, and knees to chest. You need to get out of there. Chris is a mumbler. I just want to note that I hate the mumbling. He mumbles all the time, and it just irritates my spirit.
You think he's a mumbler, or he tries to make it seem like he's, you know how sociopaths,
He's
they know what it's
mumbling.
supposed to
His
seem like?
diction is awful. And as a person with a theater degree, I don't appreciate it.
I think he's a
I
sociopath
don't
who's
like
trying
it.
to mimic emotions. Yeah,
I don't and stop mumbling as you mimic. Don't do it. Next. Okay.
Oh, I want to know what the contracts look like, because if I was a producer, and I tell y'all this right now, I would have opened up that bathroom door so fast. She said, what's going on? He said, you really want to know? You want to talk about it right now? Yeah.
And snatch her. You really want to know? I've been asking you for the last hour. Don't ever say you really want to know. Clearly, I want to know. I've been asking you.
Giovanni,
Giovanni,
you look a little cute too.
I didn't like how he grabbed that arm. I didn't like that at all, and how he drug across to that bathroom.
Did you not feel like there should have been something where they should have? I thought you can't open it because it's reality television, so you don't want to change. You don't want to alter what's the produced reality. But when he turned on shower water, turned on sink water, turned on the bathtub water, I was thinking to myself,
Here's the thing.
Take your mic off. You're contracted to have your mic on between these times.
Now, you know what I thought was funny was that he went through all those bathroom antics like we weren't going to find it out. You say it in the bathroom like it's never going to get talked about on the show and we won't know in 30 seconds. You're delirious.
Shame on you.
This man is an idiot. Why would you even go through all of that? Because you're going to secretly tell her 15 seconds later she walks into a room and tells Brianna.
Tell my girl.
I don't like that.
I tell her,
what are you doing? What are you doing?
I truly felt like, because y'all know Busy always wants to work in this field, but he only wants to be behind the scenes. I felt like as a production staff member or somebody who was an EVP, an EP, I would have been like, tell him to put that mic on. No. Stop the scene right now and tell him to put that mic back on and turn that water off, or keep all that stuff on, and a cameraman goes in with them. Oh, those contracts would be ironclad. I just felt like, and then he came back out, he sits down. Did you talk to her? Yeah, I told her. No, I'm a producer of the show. I don't need you waiting to tell me what I should be there for everything, because you're contracted for us to see your reality. I just felt like that contract wasn't good. I don't know what's going over there in Lifetime. Y'all need to get it together. But for him to be like, you really want to know? And we all watch him. It was like 8 cameramen and booms, all through the room. And they watched him go to the bathroom, close the door, and then had the nerve to put on subtitles: sink water, shower water, bathtub water. And I'm thinking, nobody gonna go in there and say nothing. You saw one of the producers, the cameraman.
You can't go in the bathroom with somebody.
Y'all need union rights, because he had to put the thing up to the vent to try to hear what was going on. He put that boom up to the vent.
Yeah, and that's fine. But here's the thing. For something like this, you don't get that. I get that your orientation to it is different as a production person. I'm saying as a viewer, we're gonna find out anyway. This is not when he was like, I literally wrote down, this is not a keepable secret. You cannot say this behind, and it's never gonna come out. Right? Or like, oh, I'm fine not telling you. This is not a thing you cannot tell someone.
True.
Not how it works. This is a baby. This baby is going to be a whole person. You can't not talk about that. They exist. That's wild. You look crazy. Okay.
Then they get to the dinner.
I do feel like
ridiculous.
I'm not there.
Okay.
I feel like at this point, I think that he's deliberately acting the way that he's acting.
Agreed.
To try to push Paige away.
Agreed.
And so, like, if Paige gives up and leaves him, he doesn't have to leave her. And I think he's trying to maintain some semblance of being like a nice guy who, like, I never left her. She left me. Like, he needs to be able to say, like, it wasn't on him. Right. And I think he's like doing what he can to push her away and alienate her. And then she'll just be done with it, which is cowardly.
Agree. Penelope said that there are short YouTube videos of him being interviewed a year ago of being a upcoming entrepreneur and grand opening of his Subway shop. He is thanking almost everybody there for the coins to open. So he never even had his own money to invest. He want to thank everybody else for making the store happen that he couldn't do it by himself. And LaDonna said he also likes attention.
Well, we can tell that by that suit jacket that he won't stop wearing. Now, do we think that do we honestly think Chris just found out about this baby?
You got to be the biggest fool. No, I think, first of all, I don't think he's here for love.
No, not at all. Not at all. I think there's some very nonsensical things happening behind the scenes.
The girls are here for you. They said, nope.
He definitely knew about this baby. Definitely knew about this baby.
Yeah, he did not find out just now. He knew about it. Agree. I agree, BB. He looking for any and every reason.
Every reason.
He literally took a rose out of the centerpiece and presented to her like he was doing something. And she had the nerve, the audacity, the dumb blonde goal to sit here and say, is this real? Thank you. Girl, I don't think he set up this table. But BB not there yet. I'm sorry.
These are stolen goods, ma'am. This flower was shoplifted. And here you are just a skinning and grinning. Grateful for anything. And I hate to see a black woman. I hate to see it. I hate to see it. This struggle, love, I hate to see it because your standards are too low, ma'am. Your standards are too low.
She said these
you put that thing right from that restaurant centerpiece. They're going to add that to your bill, ma'am.
Excuse me.
They're going to put that on your bill because that's stolen. That's stolen. Those clothes did not belong to you. I don't like that.
There were 2 flowers.
Listen, Brent, are you okay?
I can't breathe. Excuse me. There were 2 flowers here before.
And he's just gonna snap one off of him. I hate him. I hate him. He really thinks she deserves trash. He really, because he continues to just give her trash.
There were 2 roses here before.
And now there's 1.5.
The fact that y'all hashtags, I'm about to put it in the chat. Hashtag stolen goods. Somebody put that in the chat for me, please. Hashtag stolen goods. I was like, keep going.
Okay. So what's really bothering me about Paige at this point, though, is her overcommitment to believing that God has sanctioned this marriage. It's very troubling. If we go back to religion, Paige is like, this man is playing with me and clearly trying to deceive me and makes me feel uncomfortable about myself, and is all the wrong things that I would ever, nothing that I would ever want in a husband. But God, whoa. Maybe God is trying to tell you something and maybe you're not listening. God is telling you to go pick up your handbag and to sashay away, Shantae. You need to leave.
Listen a little harder. These are stolen.
Stop!
I'm not gonna keep on breathing. I can't breathe. I'm turning red, y'all. I'm can't breathe.
You sound like you need some albuterol, so you need an inhaler.
These are stolen.
They are.
Your flowers.
I don't like that. Don't give me no stolen gift.
Your flowers. Okay, I'm
Brokey.
sorry. Oh,
Brokey.
sorry. Seriously, what was on the drive? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, y'all, this is the anxiety soother. So I have a lot of work that I have to do after this, and as in the midst of it, as things are happy, I always take an anxiety soother. I have several different ones of them, so that's not important right now. I'll talk about it during tomorrow's morning meeting. Oh my god! But your stress overcomes me and overwhelms me, so that's why I love to talk with my friends about stuff like this. But now I can't breathe because, oh my god, I'm never sorry, y'all. Miss Toya, when I said I could not breathe, and I know we had moved around, and we got to a whole nother topic, but when she said those things were stolen, we're gonna need those flowers. We're gonna need, because my imagination's so wild. BB know that. I can just imagine her walking out the ma'am. Thank you so much. So you ready to go back to the ma'am? We're gonna
Ma'am, they confiscating that half a rose on the way out the door.
ma'am.
They're going to check out as an extra charge on their room because he stole that rose off that table at dinner. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible.
We gonna need that back, please. Did you take that out?
I want you to stop. We gotta finish.
Okay, so go ahead. We gonna need. Is that off of table 3B? We gonna need that one back. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
So we
okay.
get
Paige's commitment to the idea that God is the driving force behind this sham disaster of a marriage is troubling. I hate that for her.
Right, I do too.
I don't like that a lot. I don't like that at all for her. And I want her to let that go. I think it's blinding her to facts.
Right.
And she really she's not taking an honest look at what's happening because she's very like, but God is writing my story. Friend, God helps those who help themselves. Mm-hmm. Help yourself by not being an absolute idiot right now. Right. Help yourself. Help yourself. God will help. God helps those who help themselves. And he does protect fools and babies.
And you don't know if
and you done landed you seem to be landing yourself on one of those lists right now.
Since you know God wrote the story and said it's already been written, girl, who knows if
the book is written.
Supposed to be going the other way. You're the character, girl.
You're the character.
Be your natural self.
It's a mess. It's a mess. I hate this for her. I hate this for her.
I do too. You want to get down to the final dinner at the champagne dinner when everybody gets together?
Sure.
When they come in, all the characters are together except for
Eric and Virginia. They're late.
They're late. Mm-hmm. You know what? I love how they know each other so well. It's like, well, who did we all think was not going to be here? They're getting a chance. They're knowing each other enough to know each other's personalities, which I thought, because when we talked the first episode of us doing these recaps, I did say how it was really great for them to foster a relationship with each other, to commiserate and go through an experience together, which I would always think that it's weird if I'm trying to be married at first sight but live real life with regular people. No, I commiserate with other people who are also being married at first sight. So I'm glad they're with each other. And as they're talking, everyone around the table, or girls, bring around the rosies, okay? Are you good? Oh my God, so good. Oh, never been better. Oh, real lady. Oh, he knows me. Oh, I made a mixtape and he made it. What about you guys? Well, God has plans.
God has a plan for us. Deception. Disgrace.
I looked at her like, now, girl, tell us what the plan is.
Child, if Don't Stop Believing was a person, my girl Paige holding on to a feeling that never even existed, honey.
Okay, more than Vicente Buttons. Hold it on.
Hold on.
So
it's silly. It's all very silly.
It was hard.
Shout out to Chris's one suit that he brought.
Shout out to
To the single suit. The single suit. I hate this jacket. I don't want to see this jacket ever again in my life.
what's old girl who is dating the guy from the 90s? No. Shout out to Clara. Because Clara kept me throughout this whole entire meeting. Because Clara said, well, we got you, girl. Oh, you gotta. Oh, so how he has a. When I tell you, Clara never put the glass down.
And never put the glass down.
More than anybody else, Clara said, so you're doing. Okay. Clara never. And shout out to Clara because she.
Shout out to her.
The whole time.
Now, I do think she used that glass to help her mind her own business, which Virginia should have come in doing. Right. When you got a question, just take a sip. Mind your business.
How did you feel about them? And because I picked it real quickly, but I was like, knowing the type of person Chris is, a self-centered, emotionally manipulative individual who wants to be in the center of attention. Because the girls strategically, in my opinion, because I know how women act sometimes, strategically isolated him. Well, you know, we got you. I'm just meeting you, but I'm on your side. And all the women were doing that to him. Well, if anybody's strong enough to do it, we know you're going to get through it. We're just getting to know you, but you definitely got this. And he felt so bad. I feel like everybody was sitting here and holding down and representing her, but nobody really understood.
Well, the girls are friends already. They've already spent time together, so they don't know you, first of all. Second of all, you brought all the antics into the relationship, so no, you don't get no pat on the head. You don't get that. You were outside being irresponsible. Now look what you done did.
Right, exactly. So he goes out there. I would have been more. This is what let me know that he
that tantrum. That tantrum.
He didn't go back to the bedroom. He didn't say, "I'm about to go to the room, about to go."
No, you wanted to go lay in the corner so everybody could see you sulk like a 5-year-old. We hate it. We hate it. We're looking at you stomping over to the corner and pouting.
What's troubling you? So then he comes back. Child, thank God.
She over here trying to make me feel better. I don't really want to be bothered.
You don't want a wife then. So he goes back. Thank God.
You're being too nice trying to be nice to you.
Because you don't deserve.
Because you don't deserve.
And that's what
somebody said, maybe I deserve.
So then
for you to go now.
Thank God the two drunkies came in. Wait, so
no, I didn't like when the two drunkies came in.
Yes, come on, somebody. Wait a second. So what's going on with y'all two?
They came in so hot, bro. They came in so hot. It was wild.
We believe in you, and we'll always be able to. Well, I don't feel like we should be able to talk about it. First of all, and I feel it's a toss up for me. Okay, it's the
only eat big.
It's the victimized. My problem is, come on, stolen goods still coming through. My problem is this, bro. You on national television, disrespecting this woman. Every episode we've seen.
Every episode.
You wrote her down the first episode, and y'all Webley wasn't even there. Then during the second episode, you talked to her about all of your issues. The third episode, we watch you have sex with her. Well, we've heard about you guys having sex multiple times, and then you told her she's not the one. Fourth episode, now you got a baby, and we saw a clip for the fifth episode. You're going to tell her, I feel like I'm going to leave you to be with my ex. You disrespect this woman every episode, and even on
every time yet. At every time.
Now you soaking because
you want sympathy.
Oh, y'all, well, he was drunk.
You get none.
He was drunk.
No, he was drunk when he got her pregnant. He was drunk when he got this girl pregnant. He was drunk when at the wedding, he said, I don't think she's a 10. Let me tell you something. Never get the gall, the nerve, the unmitigated gall to stand in front of anybody's camera and say that I am not a 10. First of all, who asked you? Who asked you? And if
let's calculate
did ask you, let's calculate the.
Yo, me and BB went to Howard University, right? And our first year, In order to get housing, they used to do a point system and scale. Okay, they used to go by how far you lived from the university. You got a certain amount of points where you were in school, your GPA, what
I forgot about
extracurricular
that.
activities
I
you were part
forgot
of,
about that.
and then that would be the evaluation of whether or not you, when you would select your housing. And the more points you had, the earlier you can do it. It was from Monday to Friday. The more points you got,
I
the
forgot about.
earlier
Oh
you
my
would pick
god.
housing. So if you had a higher number of points, you would select on Monday.
Like the first day, yeah.
Oh no, girl! On Friday, you better.
Yeah, if you was from DC,
You better hope
you selected on Friday, and you was probably living at home.
You can hope you get in the system. Let's talk about the points, Chris.
You're not getting into Bison Web at all.
Oh, girl, not even don't log in. Okay, only to look at your GPA and to tell you why you didn't get it. Chris, let's calculate the points. Since I'm not a 10, since I'm not a trophy wife, since she not, let's calculate the points. Sis, is this your sandwich meat and lettuce on the street?
Is this your automobile or your home?
Let's
Which one? Or is this an and question?
let's talk.
All of the above?
Let's talk.
Both A and B?
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Do you live in a mobile home? Is your address flexible? I've got questions.
We want to calculate
Why
up.
do I smell salami? Do you have a trunk full of salami?
What's that meat smell in
What
here?
does I smell? I smell deli meat.
I'm not doing this. Is this your multi-grain on the? So I was okay with the two drunkies coming in saying, well, you need to respect, because when he said you need to respect her now, if the bake, I was okay. That's just me. Drag busy, drag him. I was okay with old girl being like, "What is it yours?"
I was too. I mean, it was out of line. It was a wild question to ask.
He is out of line.
Warren, he is out of line, but still, okay. So I think just as much as Chris is out of line. Chris is a habitual line stepper. He has all the issues. Okay, all the issues
in the line.
But Virginia was still wild for asking, like just based on like tact in conversations. You do not just wow ask somebody that.
I get him.
Like, okay, like, yes, everybody's saying, then fine. Like, ask if you know Paige better. The next time the girls get together, be like, so does he know if it's hit? Like, asking him was wild, in my opinion. You do not know him like that.
Yeah, beer goggles on though. Thank God someone did, because she was like, so is it yours?
My girl was fresh off her Vegas bombs, and we know that was a big gulp full of tequila.
So is the baby yours?
So is the baby yours?
Child, and I'm telling you, Clarence said she was having a Vegas bomb. When she said, well, is it yours, Clarence?
Everybody have a little something.
Go back to the episode. You'll see Brianna. She's on Vincente's our left, his right leg, going just like this. She's tapping him just like a girl. Okay, man.
It's about to go up.
She said, time to go. George Clarence did this, and Brianna said this. Let's go.
That's when me and my husband, it's time to go.
Well,
that's when we start packing up our chairs. Get the dog. Call Ollie. Get the dog. Get the dog. It's time to go. Make sure you pick up his little food bowls and stuff. Let's go.
It was really good. And I feel like this is going to be, I feel like this is about to be the increase of the tension between them, because everybody's not going to, and this is what my problem, this is for you. Chris, let me tell you something. Your wife can deal with that stupid stuff. And she could sit here and say it's for God and all of this other stuff, and God put her together and made her have a relationship and sign this contract for a lifetime. That's cool. That's her. I'm not gonna sit here and be looked at and ridiculed and made look a fool. And that's where I feel like Virginia's husband is. You could tell those lies to her, okay? But that don't mean I have to sit here and act like I believe them. And I can mind my business, but when you sit here and say to my face, it's a 6-month-old baby and it's disturbing news, and I'm not really sure, that's when BusyBlu has to say, well, I feel like I have an education and thought process, and you're not gonna say this to me. So tell me a little bit more about what happened, because if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. And it's national television. Are you sure it's yours? And if so, why are you not cuddling your wife a little bit more? Because this is so difficult for your marriage. Shouldn't you be a little bit closer to her? Something don't seem right. And I'm sorry, y'all, drag busy. I would be talking to him the same way Virginia says, well, if you're so disturbed and distraught, why are you not cutting? Because she has to go through this with you.
Yes,
Why
but
are
I
you
don't
not
think that's what
closer?
Eric was doing. I think Eric was talking because he was drunk.
He
You
said,
need
oh,
to
we got
respect
you,
this
bro.
woman right now.
Respect you right now. We got you. We're going to hold you down. I'm done talking about it. Are you sure? Because I'm not. And because it don't sound right. So tell me more about it. You remember me and Tay, we had gotten into an argument one time at the barbecue, okay? And BB's husband came in, was like, look, bro, no, come on, nah, you was out of line during one. I had to be like, you know what, you're right. Because you need, if I'm trying to get married, I can
Right,
understand
but
we
y'all
need to
have
be a
that
couple.
rapport. Y'all know each other.
And I could have
No,
been
some
like some
stranger.
people
No,
that
because I
talk,
remember that because we both came in and we were like, kiss and make up.
and so I'm like kissing.
Yes, you are. You love him so much.
We kissed.
But we can do that because we are trusted friends and we
Mhm.
have that rapport. I would agree that for Chris, in a situation like, let's just say, for the sake of argument,
Yeah.
that he did just find out about this baby, which we know, okay, likely not true, right?
Mhm.
But whatever it is, revealing it on TV, whether part of a ploy, if you're in a difficult spot and you're already trying to like deal with your own feelings and deal with what that means for your wife, and I'm not saying that this is true for Chris because again, I think he's completely full of crap. It is difficult to hear somebody say, to have all this commentary, but and you don't know them, you don't trust their opinion, right? Like you just don't know them well enough to receive that is all I'm saying. And
We
I
the
think
least of your worries.
Eric and Virginia struggle with boundaries because they came in talking to people like they were besties. We not that cool.
I mean, to be honest, Chris, they the least. You should have answered their question because they the least of your worries. The way Black Twitter is mad at this man,
Oh, he's
you
dead
can
to it.
you can hang it up flat screen. You can hang it up flat screen. Y'all, this was a really good
He been doing
episode.
it. Been done.
I enjoyed it. I feel like, babe, we got to get Firehouse subs again. Another Friday because this was I didn't like.
I thought we was getting queer now.
I don't. You know what? Let's get. Let's do Jub's Jerry Sons of Pizza.
I ain't never heard that.
Girl, they got some good wings. I didn't like seeing this Black woman go through this, and I think that's the thing that I'm struggling with the most. Seeing Paige go through this and willingly have to see this Black woman say, God is trying to test me. Girl, read the fine print because God wasn't on that contract with you.
The print is not even fine. The writings are on the wall, honey.
Come on, Destiny's.
Oh,
Yes, thou shalt not.
say you pissed me off. I told you not to pick me up.
Oh, come on. This is
I'd
not
be in
opera.
Vegas having a good time
Tomorrow.
on days, having a
Girl, for
good time,
sure.
looking for my replacement husband. Go get another one.
You sure about it? Because I feel like they're not having any fun. And the way Ryan's
No, I'm
booty
not
was
even
sitting
having
up
a
here,
nice time.
floating
I
around with
already
the
told you we're done
dolphins.
talking about that. I already told you we're done with that. I already said that.
You want to close us out?
Everybody, good night.
If y'all want to know more about me and everything that's going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Facebook, the BusyBlu, where I give some exclusive content. And I've just started putting like blogs and stuff over there so you guys can read them. Tomorrow morning is at 8 o'clock a.m. is going to be our BusyBlu and Associates company meeting. Make sure you are there. We're going to be talking about some very important topics, including Gorilla Glue Girl, and the remarks that she made after, and all sorts of crazy stuff. So
You
make
know
sure
she's a
if you're
teacher.
She ain't teach me a day. Make
Child,
sure you have your official BusyBlu and
our children are in a bad
sticker
way.
and binder. BB, tell the girls where they can reach you at.
The friends can find me on Beyonce's internet on Twitter at oohbb and on
You didn't tell
Instagram
me
at
I had the wrong one up this whole time.
I didn't know that. I can't see that. And at on Instagram, nobody puts underscore BB underscore in a corner. So yeah, find me there. This weekend, my first video is going to drop. I'm editing it now.
Yes.
So I am very excited that
Can we get some
I'm
insight?
going to be, yes. So I reluctantly am actually going to be tracking my wellness journey. I think it's a thing that people do not share enough about the ups and the downs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of before and after, but I'm on a quest to like build new habits as I'm like approaching my mid 30s. Things have to be different. I have to eat differently. I have to work out more, and the things that worked for me in my 20s don't work anymore. I have a pretty tumultuous relationship with food, as a lot of people do. And so I'm going to be sharing that. I am trying juicing and new recipes and all kinds of stuff, but I'm really trying to like build better habits to be an overall healthier version of myself.
That's
And
exciting.
I would love to bring friends along. I think we can encourage each other and share in a community like that because wellness can be hard, and it's not just about weight loss. Also, we'll talk about like therapy and what I do for self-care, and we can talk about that. So I'm excited to share that.
I'm excited for you as well.
Yeah.
Y'all be
You
there.
know how I feel about your self-care.
I don't have
You
any.
don't have it. I know you don't have any of that.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
But
like that.
that's my business.
You know, it's my
And then
business
it
now.
spills into yours when I need you. Because we love each other.
Yeah.
Y'all, thank you so much for joining me and BB on today's Married at First Sight. If you know where we can find Chris, please give us his address and we will be putting toilet paper all around it and putting bleach in his food. Until next time, see you
I had
all
nothing to do with that.
later. Bye.
Bye.